Hey all, and this is the Rekindled Celebration event. This is an Earth Slayer event and Beast Killer. I've made up a few teams to start with. I will explain those teams. This is the first one, and then the second one looks like that. So let's start with the first team. The idea behind this team is that Arcane Killer attack is boosted whenever a turn delay card is used. So on the team I have 2 turn delay cards. This is basically a mix of the Jailer's deck. All the damage comes from this card here, the hard 1 Greliers. The bonus attack is what does all the damage here. And then finally I have the Furious Goblin Jockey. I need this for the killer skill. This is quite an old card, so it's not especially good, but it's the only Earth Slayer ultimate form I have that has the killer skill, unfortunately. And then this card is the lead card, as it's for all Arcane Killer heroes, and there's quite a few Arcane Killer on the team, as you can see. The 2 other cards don't really do any damage, so that's why that card is lead. Now for the relics, I have a mix of Earth Slayer relics and Beast relics to get rid of the Beast shields. You really do need relics that get rid of the Beast shields nowadays, otherwise your damage will be reduced by a significant amount. And finally, just 1 Arcane relic, so it doesn't actually spawn that many gems to start with, but on turn 2, once I start getting the delay cards going, the damage is pretty nice actually. And then this is just a mix of cards, mainly for when the enemy has gem silence. This was quite useful for the early bosses. So I have Reaping Royalty as the lead card. Cleanses 1 enemy debuff, so that's really useful if you get hit by gem silence. I may sneak that on my other team if needed as well. And this card again, decent damage. It's not as good when it hits with that bonus attack though, as there's no boost with this team, so the damage is quite a bit lower, but it deals with gem silence. And on the earlier bosses, it got through them much quicker due to all the gems at the start. Then again, the Furious Goblin Jockey for the killer skill. Now I put an Earth Commander card on the team just because this spawns a lot of power gems. It doesn't do a lot of damage though, unfortunately, so it's just basically there for the power gems. Then the relics are similar to the previous team with the Beast Killer relics and an Earth Slayer relic. So there we go. That's my teams before opening the vault. Now I'm going to go ahead and open the first 3 tiers of the vault. Let's see what I get. Hopefully I'll get lucky. Alright, so here we go. This should be fun. Well, maybe. Am I going to get junk, or am I actually going to get something decent? I think you all know the answer to that. But we will find out. Here we go. Well, that's a good start. An extra support card. Oops, I've gone a bit too fast there. Right, so that's what I got from Tier 1. Yeah, nothing especially exciting. So here we go with Tier 2. The support card was useful. Let's see what I get here. Okay, so that's the usual junk that you normally get from the vault. Yeah, nothing exciting there, just the guaranteed support. So, 2 support cards. And now for Tier 3. Well, what will I get? I have absolutely no idea. I'm sure I'm about to find out. That's the guaranteed relic. The rest of those items were... Yeah. Yeah, that was awful. Apart from tier 1, that was okay. The other 2 tiers were just rubbish. So I'm not going to be making any changes to my teams based on my vault pools, unfortunately. So I might as well get on with the event now. So the final thing I'm going to do before I actually start the event is see what I get from the random 6-star hero. This will hopefully be better than my vault pools. Oh, that's actually looking like a decent card. I'm going to have a quick look at what card that actually is. Give me a second. Is that a Beast Killer card? Scroll down. Well, it's a 13X card, which is pretty good. I think it's a Chaotic Killer card by the looks of it, though, and I do have another copy of it there, so I don't think it's going to help me that much during the event. I'm not going to be adding that to my team, even though it's a 13X card. So on to the actual event. Well, I would go on to the actual event, but it appears to have crashed, so give me a minute. I'm just going to reload. So here is the actual event. Sorry about that. It doesn't normally crash like that. It does occasionally, though. Just goes on a permanent black screen and then gets completely stuck. So this is the treasure boss. These have returned, supposedly with improved rewards. So let's have a quick look. That's trophies for 50 gems. Yeah, that doesn't really look improved, does it? So I think we can just move on past that. I'm going to be testing out my teams. I'm going to lock this big Carillion boss and give both of my teams a go on the boss. It won't kill it, but see if I can at least get 5% or so. Or maybe even 10%, you never know. Right. So let's start with the more powerful out of the 2 teams, in my opinion. So all the damage is from the bonus attack with this deck. You will see what I mean as I play. The HP with this deck, though, is really low. So on turn 2, just use all skills. Unfortunately, there are a few shields up as well. It's 8.3 trillion, and then the bonus attack hits around 30 trillion. So at this point, all I need to do is just do anything until all the cards are ready again. So just quick matches. And here we go. Unfortunately, by this point, I have pretty much run out of HP, so I'm only going to get 2 hits out. This really is a team for diamond or lower. However, it's the best I can really make up out of the cards I have. I might as well just quit out at that point. I don't think that was 5% quite yet. Oh, yes, it was. Oh, that's all right. I got 5% on it. So now I'm going to use my other team. This does not hit as hard, but it has more HP, and it's mainly used for enemies that have gem silence. The middle card removes the debuffs, so I might be able to show you this on this enemy. On turn 1, I can use all the skills as well. So this was really good on the easier enemies, but not so good on enemies like this one. This does keep spawning power gems though. Always useful. You almost want to get hit by a status effect with this team, so you can use the middle card. This one cleanses the debuffs. That was actually a semi-decent hit, believe it or not. I might get up to 10%. I should have matched the 2 highest value gems there. That was my own mistake. Trying to do this quickly so I don't run out of time. So yeah, the damage is pretty mediocre with this team, but much higher HP than the previous team. It's the best I can really do out of the cards available, unfortunately. Earth is not my strongest element. Right, I'm running out of time. Running out of HP as well. I'm hoping I can get this up to 10%. The skills are active far more than the other team as well. Means I can get more attacks out. So it's hard to say which team is better. The other team is definitely quicker. Does more damage, but this team allows you to get more attacks out, so right, I think I'm pretty much done here, out of time. I may have pulled that up to 10%, you never know. Right, there we go. Let's quit out and have a quick look if I managed to get 10% or not. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm going to rally the boss to the guild. They will finish it off without any problems. I'm not going to attack it another, I don't know, 15 times would it be? Probably more than that, actually. 18 times, I think it would work out. And I don't have the keys all the time to do that. Plus the boss would probably run out of time by then. So here we go. I'm just going to kill this ruby boss as well. So this should show the effectiveness of the first team a bit better. It's hard to really show the team on the big Carillion boss. Right, here we go. So on turn 1, just get enough gems to get the skills active. Here we go, turn 2. Match the 2 highest, which I think would be those 2. So that's the normal hit, and the bonus attack does that. And then kills the enemy. So on ruby bosses, that's no problem whatsoever. As you saw, well, that's my solo boss defeated as well. The guild obviously have some very powerful decks. So there we go. Let's move on to the actual event rewards. So here we go with the event rewards. Let's start with the collection. This is a Warden collection, I believe. There's quite a few wisps in this collection. There's 2 there, and then if you scroll down, there's another one there. The Ascension Stones, they are always very useful. 5-star Earth Warden, that would probably be rubbish, so sell for dust. Bastion Shards, very useful. What else have we got that's of interest? Not much else in all fairness. A 4-star Warden at that point. The gems obviously very useful. It's a shame there's not more gems in the collection, but there's only ever 250 at the start. So there we go, claim all this. Yeah, a lot of wisps in that set of rewards that I just claimed. So let's move on to the actual event warden. It is a warden this time, it's a water warden. It's alright, it's nothing special though, if I'm being honest. If we scroll over, this is what it looks like. So there we go. There's the stats. So this has Power Gem Silence on it. That's an alright skill, but easily removed and easily countered. Dispel Slumber. Well, I've never had any problems with Slumber, if I'm being honest, so not especially useful. Probably better off waiting for a Warden with Gem Silence rather than Power Gem Silence if you're going to use that sort of skill. It's alright though if you don't have anything else. Maybe one to consider in position 2, maybe? It all depends on what your defense looks like and if you really need this card or not. So here we go with the actual event deck. Let's have a look at it. Now, someone said this deck is really bad. It has a massive power boost on turn 1, but supposedly after that it doesn't really do a lot and doesn't have any use. So here is the actual card. The important part about this card is the Earthslayer attack boost 2000%. However, this is only the first time when you use the hero's battle skills, so it will do massive damage early on, but later on in the battle it probably won't do a lot. Now in GVG, if there's a big water defender in position 1, I can see this taking it down without too many problems, but past that it probably won't be that effective. It does have a revive skill on it, which resets the ambush, so yeah, an interesting card, that's for sure. So I'm not really sure what to make of this deck, if I'm being honest. This one creates power gems, and it's only 3 if there's no buff active. This one also has the revive skill on it. This is a really strange deck. I've not really had a proper look at the deck until now. This one also has the Slayer attack boost as well. So yeah, I'm not really sure if this deck is worth going for or not. I had someone say the deck was really bad, but it doesn't actually look that bad if I'm being honest. And there we go, that about covers this event video. I hope that was helpful. If you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, please let me know in the comments, and I will try and do my best to help as always. And thanks for watching.